Hi, I'm Maya, and I love to travel, and I want to do it sustainably. I'm visiting Accor Group Resorts in the Maldives, certified by Green Globe, and today I'm at Pullman Maldives Maamutaa. I really want to know more about the marine environment here. So I'm here with Jessica, the diving instructor, here at Pullman Maldives Maamutaa to find out more about it.
We have this huge, beautiful ocean right behind us here, and yeah, we're lucky to have so many different locations here, so many different structures of different reefs, and all those different corals and structures, they then attract reef fish, lots and lots of different species, but we're very lucky as well to have marine turtles around. So even though they're listed as an endangered species, there are lots of them around. We have reef sharks, again, many different species, and rays as well. So there's lots and lots to discover around here.
And what about the condition of the reefs here? How is that?
The condition of the reef is pretty good. We're quite lucky, especially comparing it to other areas in the world where coral has been suffering a lot from bleaching. This stress in coral is being caused by higher water temperatures linked to global warming. So we can actually all help and do our parts in trying to cut our energy usages, maybe go for a walk, use our bikes now and then instead of using our cars. Of course, we also have an impact on the reef here, so we actually try to ask and engage all our guests to help us to do what we can to protect the reef. There is reef-safe sunscreen that is not as toxic to the coral as other sunscreen would be, or the best thing, the best solution would actually be using a rash guard and just covering ourselves up. Most rash guards, they do have UV protection, and then we can just eliminate the usage of sunscreen. At the same time, we also ask our guests to help us to not step on anything, to not break off any coral, to ideally not touch any marine life. And of course, when we go out for snorkeling or diving, if it happens that we find some trash around, we clear that up as well. We take it along with us. And yeah, that's something pretty much anyone visiting can help with as well.
At Pullman Maldives Maamutaa, they take care of the waters around the island, and back on land, take a sustainable approach to growing organic produce for their restaurants and bars. Using compost created from food waste, their gardens grow an amazing array of fruits and vegetables. This brings fresh flavors to the resort's menus and at the same time reduces the food transportation costs and the associated carbon footprint. With all these delicious and fragrant ingredients, I'm keen to find out how the resort's executive chef brings them together to create signature vegetarian dishes. This is absolutely fantastic.
Pat Camelon Garden is producing the organic ingredients for our vegan and vegetarian restaurant. So this we take some of the ingredients, so we will plating some of the simple salad that almost all the ingredient we take from our garden. Maya, we do the plating of the salad right now. Okay, first we choose the pumpkin, the pumpkin puree. Okay, we can do like this. Second, we can use the spinach puree.
I love the colors.
Yes, this is the original color. This is the pumpkin put under the spinach puree, and then we can take some tomato cherry to make a more beautiful color. Yeah, and we can take some basil. This is the one is from our garden. And we can take some this to make a more full color as well.
Wow, it's like art.
Then we can put, this is sour, so you can blend it together with this. The taste
Yeah,
will
the
be
tartness.
yes. Actually, we can put the lime or lemon, but we can take the sour from this star fruit. This is the butterfly pea flower, edible. This is also can make for tea. Just put in the hot water, become purple tea, you will get it. So this is, we get a lot of in our garden as well.
Wow.
So after that, we have, this is the pagan mayonnaise. Because this is our dish that we making right now is pure pagan.
So, can I ask about some of the substitutes you use since everything's vegan here?
This one is actually mayonnaise. This is mayonnaise is eggless.
What do you use instead of the eggs?
Yeah, we have the almond milk. We have the rice milk. All is vegan. Yeah. A lot of guests also. The one is came and stay here. After they try our restaurant, they love it.
Yeah.
Lot of comment we have. That,
I mean, it's
this, yes.
beautiful, and eating
Yes.
food right from the island.
Yes.
Such a unique experience.
Yeah, so we need to put a little salt on this. So Maya, would you like to try?
Definitely. Thank you so much. Yeah. So back home, vegan foods become really popular, but I'm kind of a big meat eater. So I'm really curious to see what this is going to taste like. It looks delicious. Wow, that is so good. The flavors just explode in your mouth. Oh, and this basil oil, you can really taste that everything comes straight from this garden out here. It's so fresh, and yeah, you just can't get something like this back home unless you grow it yourself. So after a delicious vegetarian lunch, I want to find out more about the resort's efforts to preserve its precious island environment, and in particular, how they manage their waste.
Hi Maya, welcome on board. I'm Nichula, I'm the guest experience manager at Pullman, and I'm in charge of every aspect of the guest journey from post-arrival to the guest departure.
So how is the resort supporting the environment? What kind of sustainable actions are you guys taking?
We are committed to minimize single-use plastic in the island. And as example, you can see that our straws are not plastic, and it's paper, and that too also normally when you go to a 5-star hotel, the straw comes along with the drink that when you order a drink, but at Pullman it is on request. So we don't have the plastic bottles in the guest villas for water bottles. Instead we have the glass water bottles provided, and also this water also produced in-house. Because people are talking about sustainability aspect in social media as well. When they're writing their review, especially the single-use plastic that we are planning of minimizing. So they notice every single small effort. Like as example, at Pullman here we do host some back of the house tours for guests to see our sustainable practices in the island, and we will take the guests for to see our show our compost machines and the compost production, as well as our kitchen production, garbage segregation, and water bottling plant, to show them that how we are sustainably stand in the market as a well-known brand. It's pretty exciting, and a lot of guests are raving about the experience. So when you go to our TripAdvisor or our online platform, that you can see that how well they're written about this back of the house experience.
It's great to hear that the resort's guests are becoming more interested in sustainability. So I'm off to talk to the resort's engineer about waste recycling, and on the way, enjoy some of the resort's beautiful locations and maybe a light refreshment. I'm curious about how you guys work with food waste and recycling, and I've heard that you help other local islands as well.
Absolutely, Maya. We do have food compost machine here, and we all food waste collect to the machine. Then we make it compost fertilizer, Once it's become fertilizer, we use here in our island for all over irrigation, garden and vegetation. And remain, which is really we produce excess than our requirement. And remain fertilizer compost we provide to nearby island for their purpose.
So the compost not only helps the island here, but also locals.
Yes, correct. This compost is completely organic compost, as we are completely organic as we produce here.
And when you say organic, you mean no chemicals are
No
used?
chemical at all. That's completely organic, fully organic compost.
So I noticed there's no plastic bottles in the rooms. It's all glass.
Yes, here we eliminate all plastic from the waste area, like we provide glass bottles. So that glass bottles also, if it cannot be used, then we take it and we reuse, like we crush glass bottles and make powder, and we reuse to make construct some floor, concrete blocks. Yes, some other construction
Building materials.
Building materials. Yes. Here we follow triple R system, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Yeah.
And metal, so what do you do with all the like aluminum cans there are? Where do those go?
Yes, all metal cans and metal sweats coming to waste management. We have metal compactor. So we send that compact tin and cans to nearby island to they recycle this to all these metals. They recycle it.
Being a guest at Pullman Maldives Maamutaa is such a privilege. But what about all the people that make this possible? How does the resort look after the hard-working staff, many of whom have come from countries around the world? I understand that you guys have over 300 people working here. Can you tell me about the different nationalities and where all the workers come from?
As of now, we have 21 nationalities from all around the world. Some of them are from India, some from Sri Lanka, some from Indonesia, Philippines, and Nepal as well. And from other side, we have some from Kazakhstan, Italy as well. So yeah, we have a lot of nationalities. Yeah.
So how do all these people get along? Is it like the United Nations?
Not really, but because we are a small community, they just get along together. We have some activities, also some bonding activities for them as well. So yeah, they're more or less like a family over here.
Would you say tourism is a great career opportunity?
I believe so, because even though tourism is a small industry, we have a lot of different opportunities that we can go from talent and culture, HR department as well, like from marketing as well. So we have a lot of wide range of opportunities that we can go through when it comes to tourism. So I believe so, yes. Yeah. When it comes to the working conditions, once they'll be getting a day off. If they work for 6 days, they will be getting a day off. There will be public holidays as well based on the Maldives calendar. It will be like 11 public holidays per year, and on top of that we would have annual leave, so they can collect up to 30 days annual leaves per year.
There are many resorts scattered across the atolls of the Maldives. At Pullman Maldives Maamutaa, they are working to better understand and appreciate the marine assets that are unique to their island, and at the same time striving to maintain a balance between taking care of their guest needs and the needs of their surrounding nature.
We're actually really happy to say we have some of the cleanest waters in the area because seagrass is actually filtering the water. So we're really lucky to have a lot of seagrass on our lagoon around the island, which attracts a lot of marine life. It attracts a lot of turtles, there's a lot of baby sharks. There's a lot going on, and many of our guests would say, we've been to the Maldives many times, but we don't see marine life when we're walking to our water villas. Right. This is really different.
Yeah. Would you say it's difficult to balance luxury and sustainability?
I would say that there are challenges in balancing the two, but I think that we find a lot of success in involving our guests in different types of experiences on the island, like you've heard from my colleagues. So by the time the guests are leaving, they're actually more curious about how they're affecting the environment and what they're doing back home as well. And I think that's where we find success.